It's the Gigabyte Grizzly Brohema. And this is a messed up time we live in, so I need you all to do me a favor. Wear your mask. Like this, or like this, or like this, or like this. Like this. Wear your mask. It's for your safety and mine. If I see you without one, I'm gonna kick a mask onto your face. Got it?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fight Underground. I'm your host, Bad Bubba Brewer. And tonight, I have fellow council members, Stacy Hunter, Robert Parker Williams, and the ever talkative Dash Bennett. So let's start off with that video that ended last week, guys, with Dylan Dean. Now, my opinion is, he didn't show up, Stacy. He sent a video from Rome. I think that's where he was at. And he was talking schmack on every single one of us, Stace.
No. It wasn't a video. He was live. That's all you said.
Oh, he was live.
Show up live. He was live.
Okay.
Well, so we did what you requested.
But if he was live, we would have physically have seen him. That's why
exactly.
I don't believe that he was live.
I think it was taped.
Wow, you're
Absolutely.
really questioning the integrity of Dylan Dean.
Why?
Why shouldn't we? I mean, have you met Dylan Dean?
Dash.
Yes, I have.
And that's coming from me.
I'm working very closely with him.
Okay, so how closely are you working? So what is the aftermath of that video that you said? So have you been in contact with him this week?
I have. And what we talked about is none of your business.
I knew you were going to say that.
I think that's code for we have no plan.
Oh, God.
Well, let me go and Potter, what was your opinion on that video to end the show last week?
I still am baffled by it. The shots that he was taking at the fellow council here was a bit ridiculous. He's been talking a lot of crap and not delivering with anything. So I just think this is just a ploy just to try to throw us off our game. I don't think there's actually anything that's going to take place. I think there's no merit behind anything that he's saying. I think he's full of crap.
Ooh. Dylan Dean's been making a lot of threats, or more specifically, a lot of empty promises. And he's trying to come off as a threat when really he's anything but.
Ooh, I agree with you twice today. That's terrible.
No, trust me. You guys will see. Like Dylan said, the storm is coming.
I mean, it did rain a little bit today, but I don't think that's
partly cloudy.
Not what we're talking about.
What kind of storm are you talking about, Stacy?
Don't worry about it. You'll see.
Fill the Fight Underground fans. They want to know, Stace.
No. We'll tell them when we feel like telling them. Right now is not the time.
So when is a good time?
Whenever we decide it is.
Okay. So let's get your take.
Or whenever Dylan lets Stacy talk about it.
No man lets me do anything. Okay?
Well, let me ask you, did you ask him nice to do it? And how many times did you take him to be asked, Stace? Was it one time, 2, 3? How many times did you have to ask him to do this stuff that he did last week?
I only had to ask him one time. I said, Dylan, we need you to come on. And he said, okay.
So you asked him one time, but how many times did you have to remind him about it? Because there's a
None.
difference there.
None.
Hard to believe.
Whatever.
I still wanted a video. I wanted to see his face. You know,
Why? Are you in love with him?
No, no, that's not the case. I just wanted to see. He's got a face that someone could punch, but
That's not nice.
Well, so do you, Bubba.
so do you, Dash.
Yeah, Dash, you kind of do.
Yeah, you do. But let's get to the point. I just think he's diabolical. I brought him in, and I take full ownership for that. Casey, I think you're going to have your hands full. I mean, he does have a Rolodex, and the storm he's talking about, I have no idea.
Well, I have an idea, and trust me, you guys are going to be sorry you ever doubted this.
Well, why can't you tell us?
Because it's not the time. When
Come
the time
on.
is right, you'll know.
Is Chris
Well,
Wheeler gonna
Stacey-
come in with stuff like this? Come on, you got some good stuff. You can say it right now.
No.
I think I can speak for everyone here. We'll believe it when we see it.
Whatever. I really don't care.
You're
what
not
you
speaking
think.
for me, Dash, but thank you.
I mean, Dash does have a point. It's filled with a lot of empty promises. Nothing. He's delivered nothing. He can't even deliver his face to the council.
That was his decision.
But
And it
I mean,
wasn't yours?
you are the leader. You're the
I am,
leader of the
I am the
team.
leader of the team, yes, but I'm not going to sit there and control what they want to do as far as their video feed goes. He was
Well, you should
here.
if you're a good coach.
He was here. He spoke. That's all that matters.
But Stacy, we don't know if it was live. We don't know really where he was at. And I just think we could have had a video where we could have seen his facial expressions.
Why are you so focused on what he does?
Because I'm
Just
focused on what
because you're
everybody does.
upset that I talked to him more than you did when you were his coach?
Well, I'm
Is that
sure he
what
probably
this is? Jealousy?
I'm not jealous about anybody or anything in this Fight Council membership or the show or anything, but also he probably was texting Boomer. How do you feel about that if he was texting Boomer and he doesn't talk to you?
He talks to me. He talks to Boomer. Whatever. He's allowed to talk to people. I'm allowed to talk to people.
They have an
Are-
open relationship.
Are
For
you
God's sakes.
are you worried at all, Stacy? Though, because he does talk to Boomer, and with the bombshell that Chris dropped about free agency, technically speaking, Dylan could eventually make it to free agency and then be drafted by Boomer.
I mean, it could happen, but I'm
are
not
you-
going to worry about it right now.
I would be worried. I mean, if
I've
Boomer
got
can
other things
call-
to worry about right now. I'm not going to worry about that.
Like what?
Well,
Yeah, like what?
the whole free agency thing. I
Were
mean,
you worried
yeah,
that someone's
Dylan-
going to invoke that on your
Dylan's a
team?
concern. No, I'm not concerned that anyone's jumping, but I'm debating on whether or not I need to cut somebody.
Like who,
That's
Stacey?
interesting.
Who?
I don't want to say who yet. I don't want to give you guys any ideas and try to like steal them out from under me just yet.
Now, when
Well,
you Go
let's
ahead,
let's
Ash,
talk
I'll let you
process
go.
of elimination. Let's talk. So, she's been treating Vance Strayer like garbage since day one. I could see him. I could see him wanting to jump, maybe more so than she wants to cut him. We didn't hear from Derek Direction at all. Stacy said that he was out scouting locations. What does that even mean? I would bet that there's more than meets the eye as far as he's concerned.
care to respond, Stace?
You guys can sit here and keep guessing, but I'm not going to tell you.
Well, I wasn't going to talk about this openly, but Stacy, I'll throw you this bone just so you can be ready for it when and
Oh,
if something
Christ.
happens. All right.
Yes,
let's
Dash.
remember that free agency can be invoked by any member of the team, not just the
Correct.
coach.
I know.
Derek Direction is someone that I've had my eye on prior to him signing with Fight Underground, and even after you decided to sign him. Someone that has a very close relationship with Derek Direction is Arthur MacArthur. And someone that has a very close relationship with Arthur MacArthur is Dash Bennett. So you just might want to keep looking over your shoulder, Stacy, because
So you want to pay me back for stealing Resnick from you?
I'm just saying we may be in talks.
What
Dash,
the
do you
heck?
think
I may have dropped a bug
anybody
in his
wants to
ear.
come to your team? Do you honestly think that anybody wants to come to your team? Leave
Yeah, I
any
mean,
other team and go to
Tu's
your
already
team?
left his team, so why would anybody want to go to his team?
Well, Bubba, he does propose a very interesting point about the relationship between Derek Direction and Arthur MacArthur.
Okay, but it's a lot more than just not. There's no relationship with Dash. I understand what you're getting at, Potter.
Right, but Dash is the coach of Arthur, and Arthur has seemed to express that he is for Team Bennett.
So Dash, as Arthur
might.
did something that we don't know about tonight. Hello, Dash.
I mean, quite simply, ever since he was drafted to my team, Arthur MacArthur and I have had a great relationship. It's been a great mentor-mentee relationship, and I believe in. He certainly showed during our public meeting that he has all the faith in the world in me as a coach. So why wouldn't he share that with one of his closest friends in this business? All I'm saying is, I may have planted a bug in his ear. There may be talks going on. We'll see what happens.
I hope it's not like the bug on Jacob and we're at the con from Star Trek. You know what I mean? Because
I have no idea what you're talking about, you nerd.
I know you don't, and it's okay. Some people do. It was a big bug in the ear. Chekhov.
You look like a big bug.
Oh, okay. Oh, you pissed me off. Anyway, yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, Stace, what do you got to say about that? I'll let you take care of Dash.
Oh God, now I gotta worry about that.
Hey, I got a very interesting text message just now. This is from formerly Derek Direction. Going forward, he is now known as Derek Dillinger. So watch out, Fight Council. Derek Dillinger will be heard from soon. Why is he texting me?
Yeah, no kidding. Stacey?
Yeah, why is he texting you if we're in talks?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Every Thursday, there's controversy. Every Thursday on this show. I'm always the last one to know, and I'm the host. It's
Yikes.
inevitable. Stacey, what do you got to say about that?
I really don't have anything to say right
So you're speechless.
now. It does happen once in a while.
And I'll throw this out there to everyone as well. And I won't go into details, but Derek isn't the only one that I'm in contact with for Team Bennett. And we'll just leave it at that.
Oh, my. Okay.
That poor person.
I just don't see why anybody would want to come to your team. It doesn't matter if you have Arthur MacArthur talking to people. It just doesn't seem like you're a mentor that I mean, you mess up not going to the ring, costing people matches. That's just my opinion. I mean, I don't.
That's
like
the narrative. That's
okay.
the narrative that you guys like to direct.
Narrative.
Yeah, but the bottom line is, and you can't deny this, everything that I have done in Fight Underground up until this point, especially what is done in Area 2, regardless of the outcome, was strategic, was cerebral, was done with a lot of thought and a lot of foresight. So regardless of what you might think of my plans, I have a plan. I have a plan for every single person on my team. What they get, more than my leadership, more than my years of experience in this wrestling business, is my mind. And that's my most dangerous weapon of all.
I thought it was your mouth, but both of them are bad. Thank you. No comment about that. Anybody? His mind is his brain. Potter, what do you got?
I
Because
don't
they
even
can't
know.
disagree with me.
I've known Dash a very long time, and when he's on, he's on. But when he's off, boy, is he off. And I hate to say this, like I see where he's coming from. I mean, he's working very hard to try to recruit some people. I mean, it's obvious here. He's planting some seeds to the council to be on the lookout. Who would he pick up? Who's next? I have no clue. I got some focus on some other avenues that I'm going to be traveling down. Maybe here and there I might release some information, but right now, I got nothing. Dash, good luck to you. We'll see what happens.
Thank you, RPW, and just so you know, you're safe.
Well, thank you.
What does that mean? What does
That means I have enough respect for RPW that I'm not going to go behind his back and try to negotiate with anyone in his team.
Okay,
I call bullshit on that.
I think you'd put a knife in his back quicker than you could say hello.
Yeah, really.
I certainly would do that to a lot of people, but I have stabbed a lot of people in the back over the years.
I know you try to run me down in a parking
Yeah,
lot.
I would be one of them.
But RPW and I have always been loyal to one another, and there's no reason for that to change here.
I will say this, Bubba, blood is thicker than water.
I'm sorry on your Christmas parties. I am terribly sorry. But I would think he would turn on you, Potter, in a heartbeat. He's all about himself. We've seen that. Even in his team, he's all about himself. I've never seen anybody more egotistical, and I've seen a lot of egotistical people in the business where it's all about Dash. I've never seen
Thank you. I take that as a compliment.
And I don't give many to you, but you are something. And I will say this. You're always working an angle for every opportunity. I will say that. I mean, I'm trying to be fair and balanced as this host of Fight Underground.
Right.
But
I have no horse in this race because I'm no longer an active competitor. So why wouldn't I try to take every opportunity I can for the people that I'm advocating?
But when you were doing the advocating for Area 2, it wasn't, you were fumbling the ball. So why all of a sudden now you could be the Tom Brady? You're not the Tom Brady or the Joe Montana.
I got Sean Resnick relevant as hell to the point where Stacey Hunter wanted to poach him, didn't I? I got John Roden all the way to the finals of that tournament, didn't I? I have no control over the outcomes of what happened after I set them up, but all I did was set them up for success.
I'm at a loss for words, which it doesn't come easily, but yeah, I mean, you even after the show's over, you're working angles. I do admit, I've heard that about you. You're always working everything, probably more than a lot of Fight Council members, even on the show or out of the show. So, I mean, I do give you that, but I do believe that you would turn on Potter. You would turn on anybody to get your own accord in line.
Well, that's your opinion, and we'll see if that's the case.
I also think that Dylan will turn on Stacy, but that's just
I absolutely think he will.
Well, that's unanimous in the Vegas booking line.
Why not? Everybody else turns on me, so
Well, why is that, Stace? Why is that? People
I
just
don't know,
don't turn on
Dash.
people.
Why is that? Why did you turn on me?
Yeah, you welcome it.
You have no answer.
So what you're saying is, Stacy, every people that you bring in that you managed or that has turned on you. So what ingredient makes people turn on you, Stace?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Well, you might want to start by asking the members of Team Hunter, because they're going to be the next ones.
Well, it's going to be Team Dylan, probably, if it goes out.
It already is Team Dylan. She just doesn't want to admit it.
It is not Team Dylan. It's still Team Hunter. I mean, granted, I've made some mistakes with the people on my team, but it's still my team.
Let me ask you a question,
Stacey.
Are you compassionate to individuals? Or are you heartless, though? And that's why people leave you.
What was that, Bubba?
Are you compassionate, or I can see something getting thrown to me through the screen? Are you
asking if I'm a bitch or not?
No, I didn't say it. I would say it. No, no. I would say, are you passionate enough for your team, individuals, or are you just always heartless where things like this happen?
I don't know. I, I'm gonna have to sit back and think about this.
Because I'm sure your team's probably watching this show right now and it's like, wow. But I don't know, because this free agency stuff is just overwhelming. Because I don't even know if Chris Taylor's going to pop in and say something else this week, because he does it every week. And I just want to put it out there, like, my team is good, but I can see somebody trying to take the Rev, which would be total bullshit, I think. I wouldn't be happy about that, but I think the Rev's happy. The Rev's doing his stuff. My team is cohesive. Some of the guys need to be in Area 3 and stuff like that, but I'm always, talking to the guys and seeing what's up. So there's no dissension and nothing like that. But I can see someone like Dash trying to take the Rev, or somebody doing something. Paul is in there doing something.
I'll say this from the ones that we've heard from, with Team Bubba and Team RPW. I mean, everyone that we've heard from, maybe save for Stacy's group, has shown solidarity and unity towards their leader. I don't think I would question anyone.
Hey, Honey Badger bled for my team. Okay.
I'll give you that.
All
one,
right,
Stacey.
I'll give you that.
That was crazy.
That's loyalty right there.
Yeah.
But here, let's, in all seriousness, let's talk about this team unity. What about Brohemoth? What about that bombshell last week? What are your guys' thoughts on that?
I don't know what he's talking about, because it's not like we held him back.
No, I think he's looking to see if the grass is greener on the other side. He wants to know what the other council leaders have to offer that Dean Rever doesn't.
Yeah, but why didn't he talk to Dean? He had to put it on here, and he should have talked to Dean. That's what I mean, though. Why can't they talk to us, the coaches?
Yeah, he put Dean on notice. I'm glad he did.
But he was training.
I'm impressed with
Dean.
that.
I'm not. He was training with Dean. Why doesn't he mano and say, "Hey, Dean, this ain't working out," while they're training together? Why did
maybe something happened after training?
But think about it though. Bro has always wanted to make an impact, and what better way to make a larger impact but in front of a screen where everybody can see it, not hidden in a practice somewhere. He wanted to do it loud and so that everybody can hear.
Yeah, but he could have talked to Dean. Like, it's not working, Dean.
But maybe he wanted to hear offers from the other coaches.
I agree with Potter. He wanted to make the impact, and this was the way to do it.
Okay, but he's making this impact, but that doesn't mean if so he goes to another team, is he going to do the same thing? And if he's not happy, you know what I mean? Because sometimes it's not always green. Grass is not always greener.
Sure, but who's to say that's not going to happen somewhere else down the line with another person who wants to move to a different team? I mean, exactly. It's a possibility. We don't live in a world of hypotheticals, right?
I mean, that could be happening right now with any number of us, except for me. My group's good.
I already trimmed my fat, so I'm good to go.
You did.
And that's the point that I'm getting at, Potter. Everyone very clearly loyal to you. Bubba, everyone very clearly loyal to you. Stacy, you got Honey Badger, I'll give you that. But aside from that, we have not heard from Team Boomer. We have not heard from Team Idol. And it's not like they haven't been on the council meeting the last few weeks. So,
well, speaking of Justin,
maybe they have something to hide.
Speaking of Justin, I believe Justin's doing another show for Fight Underground. So he's in production to do that, which might be taken away from his team. I don't know. I know he's very entertaining. So he's doing, and the show is, he's going to be interviewing people from Fight Underground. It's a Fight Underground show. So maybe he's putting all his marbles into this show and not into his team that he was like maybe a month before. I mean, he's got to be ready for Area 3, or is he going to be worrying about a new show, new podcast?
Well, let's talk about Justin's marbles for a minute, because, I mean, who knows where they are. But let's talk about what he may be doing to drive a wedge between him and his team members. Let us not forget what he pulled with Area 2 to insert himself into the tournament. He up and traded Zach Hunter away without even so much as a consultation with him or the rest of his team. How are they feeling about that? He traded a new signing to Boomer Payne for the contract of Beastman. Is he even on the same page with Beastman? Can anyone be on the same page with Beastman?
I'm going to say probably
no.
not.
No, I agree with Potter.
And let's go back a few weeks to Warhorse's last match from Area 2, when Justin was trying to celebrate them after the match. Do you remember the look on their face when he tried to get cozy with them? Something tells me that they're not 100% on Team Justin Idol. So maybe Justin has something to hide by not addressing his team publicly in front of the rest of us.
I think if Justin could draft 4 Justin Idols on one team, he would have the best team. It would be all just him.
The Idol team. The Idols.
The Idols.
The Idols. But I mean, I want to see this new show. I mean, he is entertaining, and it's a fight underground show. So I think maybe he's putting all his marbles into this new show, and he's not got his team, because we got to see these teams, gentlemen. So you Fight Council members that have a team need to get your team situated to bring to the Fight Council meetings. I did it. Potter did it. Stacy did it. Dash did it. Dean did it. So you other teams need to get your teams ready to present it to the Fight Council. I mean, I don't see why it shouldn't be done.
I was put on the spot, and I had to prove to everybody that I was on the same page with my entire team. You know, there's all these rumors and stuff circulating, so that's why I jumped on this opportunity and hurried up and got my team together and got us on the council, just to prove all the naysayers wrong.
Well, and you actually cut somebody. Hey, that's the way it goes. I mean,
if you don't show up for a meeting, I'm sorry, you're useless to me.
Okay, so you cut the fat because they didn't show up. Now there is people on other people's teams that didn't show up that are probably still on their teams. So what about that, Dash?
What about that? What are you insinuating?
I'm not insinuating anything. I don't believe you had everybody on your team show up for the presentation.
Look, I didn't have AJ Alexander there. I was very excited about having him on and addressing our plans for Area 3. Unfortunately, he was running into technical difficulties that evening and couldn't be there live. I mean, that's what happens when you're doing a live show. You have a very small window to make something happen.
Okay, have you talked to him since?
Absolutely. I talked to him that very night.
Okay. He was apologetic that he couldn't make it. So everything's
absolutely
status quo on your team? Okay.
Everything is peachy keen.
Okay. Stacy?
Bubba?
What about your team?
What about my team?
Well, we missed a couple people, correct? So is everybody?
Yeah.
I'm trying to engage you, Stacy, to like trip up and say something. I really am. I'm working very hard. I feel like an investigative reporter. I want to get to the heart of the story, because I know you want to say something on the tip of your tongue about something, and I know you probably are sworn to secrecy, because I'm sure Dylan Dean is the puppet master, and it's Marionette Thursday. I know you want to say something. I just know it.
I have nothing to say. My team is fine.
Come on. I know you want to say it,
No.
but there's something there, right? What?
There's not. Oh, almighty.
Come on. I'm trying to be a good host. I'm trying to get the scoop.
Hey, you're not being a good host. You suck.
Bubba,
There's no
I
scoop.
suck.
Bubba,
There's no scoop.
you're doing a fantastic
Thanks,
job.
Potter. I thought so. I'm doing a lot of stuff. Hey, Stacey,
My
I do
team
podcasts
is
all the
fine.
time.
What more do you need to know?
I just feel their hesitation of you speaking. Even Dash will agree with me. Dash, do you agree with me? There's
I have
something-
never
I
let
mean, I'll
a
agree
man
with you
run
that,
my
that
life.
Stacy seems more suspicious than usual, and I'm sure she's hiding something.
I don't hide anything.
Very hesitant.
No. Again, I do not let any man speak or tell me what to do.
Well, no man
or
speak
speak
for you.
me. I don't let him
Okay.
speak for me either.
So how are you going to do when Dylan speaks for you?
Dylan's not going to speak for me. I can
But
speak for me.
But he will.
No, he won't.
Okay, you heard it here first, America. Fight Underground, you heard it here first. I know you're getting mad, Stacy. I can see it. You're boiling. I'm pissing you off. I don't mean to. I truly don't. Ash is the person that I try to piss off. I don't try to piss you
Yeah,
off.
can we go back to pissing him off?
I don't want to piss anybody off. I want to be fair and
I'm in,
balanced.
I'm in a great mood. I'm having great negotiations and great conversations with other team members, potential new signees to Team Dash Bennett, and I'm doing great. Not even looking at your ugly face, Bubba, can ruin the mood that I'm in.
Oh, my face is beautiful. My face is a podcast face and it's a face of video, sunshine.
And it's a face for radio.
Your head takes up the whole screen. It's huge. It's huge. Sorry, I just had to say that, people. I wish that me and you in our career actually went against each other in our younger days. Oh, I would slap the taste right out of your mouth. You piss me off, something fierce. You do.
Well, it's never too late to do something about it, Bubba.
Oh, I'm
Put your money where
retired.
your mouth is.
I'm retired.
So am I, but I can still kick your ass.
No, you can't. You can't even tie your goddamn shoes because you got them Velcro strips.
Yeah, they're called efficient.
Oh, yeah. Not as efficient as you managing your team. Okay, enough about it. I had to be fair and balanced. See what you do to me.
Are we gonna have
Agitate me so bad that I get off my co-hosting abilities. And you just piss me off.
are we gonna have a Legends match for Area 3?
No, I'm retired. I'm
This
retired.
is a dream match.
No,
Yeah, come
No.
on, Bubba. Put your money where your mouth is.
I think we
tons
should
of
do
money.
it.
no.
I'll give you one free shot, and then I'll knock you on your ass.
One free shot. I'll knock you the hell out.
My money's on Bubba. And
I've been going to
Yeah.
the gym. When's the last time you've been to the gym? 6 minutes straight.
I've been to the gym plenty. Trust me.
Yeah, driving by.
Over
Okay,
there
we're getting off topic because you're pissing me off. Okay, so, look. Now, last week, Chris Taylor, did he put his whole team to free agency? Is that correct?
I believe all except Zach Hunter.
Zach Thomas.
Zach Thomas. I'm sorry. Look, there's a
You
ton
don't
of
even know
Zach
the
who
guy.
played underground.
See, you pissed me off. Too many shots in the head. You can't remember anything.
Well, here's the thing. He put into free agency everyone that Brandon K drafted. Because Zach Thomas they got through the Justin Idol trade. So that means that the great Alexander is up for grabs. That means Shirley Doe's up for grabs.
Ooh.
And that means somebody else is up for grabs, and I'm not going to say who.
Why don't you say it? You say everything else.
I'm betting because he wants the guy.
He's probably already talking to him.
David Lawless.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. David Lawless and I have been in contact. I saw him in action for the first time in person at Area 2. I was very impressed. We had a very good conversation that night, and I always thought that it's a shame that he was aligned with Brandon K because he would be a great addition, a great fit for Team Dash Bennett. And that's what we've been talking about since last week. So again, we'll see what comes of it.
I've seen Lawless in the ring. He's very good. I would try to put my stake in picking him up if I could too. So yeah, I mean, there's opportunity.
Just know that I'm making a lot of big moves, and you should not be surprised if at the end of this free agency that there's some big moves coming my way.
Hopefully you move out of state. That's a big move.
Yeah.
Hey,
That would be
Potter, who
really
would you
nice.
take out of them three? Would you pick up somebody?
Oh, that's a tough one. I mean, right now I'm pretty confident with my team, but if I could add some veteran leadership, I would definitely look at Shirley Doe. I have so much respect for him, both in the ring and outside the ring. I've almost gone on record to say that he's kind of mentored me at one point in my career. So yeah, that if I had to choose, not that I'm saying that I am choosing,
Right.
but if I had to choose, I mean, Lawless, he's phenomenal. The great Alexander, great kid. But if I had to choose, I would go with the veteran leadership in Shirley Doe.
Yeah, I agree. He's done it all in around the area. Any of these guys, I probably would pick up if I could. just to, get more people on my team because everybody is a somebody on Team Bubba Brewer. How do you like that, Dash? Stacy, what about
Yes,
you?
Bubba.
What about you, Stace?
I would have to probably go with Shirley Doe as well. I mean, like Potter said, the veteran, and even I could learn from him as well. I'm not against, learning from somebody. I think he would be a good addition, heavy hitter, big guy. I would go with Doe.
Okay, so you like to learn from somebody, so you're learning a lot from Dylan Dean, is what you're saying?
That's not what I said. I said I could learn from
I'm trying.
Shirley Doe.
Okay, I'm trying.
Actually,
Do not put words
no,
in my mouth.
I didn't.
I'll give you this, Stacey. Picking up Shirley Doe would probably be one of the smartest things you could do because you do have a very young and very inexperienced team. They could definitely benefit from having a locker room leader and a savvy veteran like him on the roster. Now,
Exactly.
if we're talking about who would be the best fit for Team Stacey Hunter, let's talk about the great Alexander because he has a big mouth just like Stacey, and they go together like peanut butter and jelly.
Ooh, Stace.
I have enough young guys right now. I would really like the leadership.
And she has enough big mouths with Dylan Dean.
Well, honestly, with the Shirley Doe and Badger would be one crazy tag team. Oh my God.
Could you imagine?
I that's what I said. That's why.
Wow.
Mayhem just rampant in Fight Underground. Like that Honey Badger cut herself for you. Like
that would be a huge addition to the duos division.
And when Honey Badger cuts herself, Doe will be there to drink up the blood.
I don't doubt that at all.
But here's the thing: on the flip side with Doe is, could you be the one to control him? Because he's unpredictable. That man is
I don't
sadistic.
think for 1 second I can't control Honey Badger. I know I can't control Doe.
Well, that's where Dylan Dean comes in.
And she can't control him either.
I can work with them. I'm not trying to control them. I'm trying to work with them.
Okay, so it's all wordplay. I'm just going off the wordplay.
You're trying to start shit.
No, I'm just trying to be fair and balanced host, and I'm trying to get into. Hey, look, everybody wants a scoop, and this could be a good scoop.
This ain't TMZ.
Well, we need Chris Taylor here tonight because he's good at that. But I know you got something. I mean, it's on the tip of your tongue, and I know people in Fight Underground, the fans want to know what Dylan Dean has in store for Team Stacey Hunter.
Why don't you ask him?
He doesn't listen to me. He doesn't talk to me anymore.
Well, then, if you want to know what he has in store for us, ask him yourself.
You can ask Boomer.
Well, when are we going to see Boomer's team, guys?
Well, I'll bring up the same point with him that I did with Justin. Maybe he's keeping them off of here for a reason. Maybe he's been showing his face recently, but he's been quiet ever since the challenge was put out to air your teams. I think he's hiding something too.
Well, I believe he's working shows. He's wrestling. He's down in the South. They're open, you know what I mean? So he's probably busy as hell running companies and stuff. So, I don't know. But that's who we need to hear from. We need to hear from these other teams. So we need to know what's going on. I mean, the Fight Underground fans need to know what's going on, and that's just my opinion. Potter, what do you got about that?
I don't disagree with anything you just said. I mean, we haven't heard from him. I think this is the perfect opportunity to hear from him, to find out if there is unity, what's going on with his camp, where is he at, what's his mindset. I understand he's very busy. He's got a lot of stuff going on down south, and I respect that. But this is the council. We need some kind of updates on the team. There was a mission that was put out. We've all followed through, but him.
Well, I mean, hopefully pretty soon, and I know Boomer, I got the utmost respect for Boomer, for Brandon Kay, but I mean, hopefully very, very soon we can see some kind of video of their team. So we know, because we know that some people are not on our team, or if you cut people for just free agency, if we could pick people up too. I mean, we have to know all that. I mean, it's a knowing part where we're not knowing everything right now. So hopefully very, very soon, because I don't think I can make the decree people don't listen to me anyway, as you know, Dylan Dean don't listen to me. So when I do something, nobody listens to me anyway. You know, I mean, we have to have all those guys have their videos.
Well, to the point of Brandon Kay, yes, Brandon Kay hasn't been active on this fight council publicly for a while now. So what did he do? He partnered with Chris Taylor, and he's been the one as the face of his team, and that's great. So if people like Justin Idol and if people like Boomer Payne don't have the time to give to this council, which I see as a translation of don't have the time to give to their teams, then they need to appoint a proxy, or they need to evaluate what they're doing here on the fight council.
Okay, so we're all in agreement. Everybody needs very, very soon. Those three teams need to do a video presentation. So we're all in agreement of that.
If not a video presentation, at least come live on the council
and speak about their team. Okay, I mean, I'm just trying to do to get stuff out there because the Fight Underground fans need to know. That's all I'm doing as a host.
I put that challenge out to Chris Taylor, and he turned around and cut almost the whole team. So I don't know what we're going to accomplish there. But as
also,
far as
too,
Justin,
why did he cut? Why did they cut the whole team though? See, we need to know that too. Like if it wasn't working out or someone wasn't working out with them and they just cut them. Like, and if we're going to pick them up and they didn't do stuff for those guys, why would they do stuff for us if they didn't do stuff for them? We need to know that stuff. How about it, Stace?
We can keep talking until we're blue in the face about it, but I think the resolution here is to either get Brandon and Chris on, and we can just ask them ourselves.
Okay. Well, we can put it out there. Hopefully they're listening. You know, Justin Idol, I know you're doing your show, your new show. We need to hear from your team. Boomer, well, we all love you. We all respect you, but we need to hear from your team. I know you're a busy guy. Dustin and Chris Taylor. You guys are very, very busy. Everybody's busy, but we need to hear from their teams. So hopefully soon we can hear from them. I mean, that's what we were very unanimous on that.
Yeah,
we can go from there.
I agree. And if they're not showing up, then they have something to hide. That's my opinion.
Well, can I say if nobody shows up, is their team just thrown out on free agents because they didn't show up? Would that work? I don't know how that would be.
We would need the host of TMZ, Chris Taylor, to come here and answer that question.
Hopefully he can just pop in. He can
right?
just pop in. So, I mean, yeah, that's what we need to know. And it's hard not knowing stuff when we don't know. I can't pull it out of the air. I don't know. That's why I'm asking all these questions. You know, and I'm still, Stacy, got anything?
I agree with you guys. We got to get the other teams on here. I mean, if we all put our teams out here, then they need to do the same thing.
Okay. Do you have anything else, Stacy?
No.
Come on.
For God's sakes, why don't you bother someone else?
I bother everybody, Stace. Don't try to. I'm trying to get to something to make it like little. You know what I mean? That's it. Chris Taylor's not here. I'm looking for that little pizzazz, and I don't need it from Dash Bennett.
Bubba, you're terrible at interrogations. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. So you're good. You're the guy from Hogan's Heroes telling me about interrogations.
I don't get that reference. I'm not as old as you.
Oh, that's got nothing to do with being old. It's just because I'm very knowledgeable on pop culture. Thank you.
No, you're just knowledgeable on Hogan, the Bubster.
Oh, okay. You know what? On that note, fellow, you piss me off so bad. You do. You piss me off so bad. You lose my train of thought when I'm trying to do something. Oh.
Bubba, you suck as a host. I'm sorry.
I don't suck as a host. I don't suck as a host, brother. I don't suck as a host. I do 3 or 4 podcasts, sunshine. My voice is money. I can't help it. I got to deal with you.
Your voice may be money, but your face sure as hell ain't.
Oh, me?
I'm the beauty of this group, okay?
No. Oh, my God. Don't make me bring my other half here to show what good things are going to happen. Wait, you guys are pissing me off, but I'm trying to host a show, and you're just Dash. You make me mad, and it's not what I want to be when I'm trying to host this show. I do Triple B experience, and I don't have all this bullshit that you bring to the table.
I'm sorry. Are we here to plug our own stuff, Bubba?
I just did, and I'll do it all the time. Well, you don't have anything to plug because it's definitely not your team.
I'd like to plug your mouth shut.
Wait, oh, well, step up to the plate, Sunshine.
I hate to say it, but he did issue the challenge.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, he did.
Oh, well.
But you said you were too old
I'm
and
not
out of shape to
retired.
get in there, so.
Yeah, I know when to say when. I'm Brett Favre. I know when to say when. This ain't the. I don't want to be the New York Jets. I don't want to be a shell of my former self and go out there and look like crap. That's not what I'm. That's not what I'm about, Dash. If you want to go out there and look like crap, that's fine.
Bubba, your former self was a shell.
Oh, I bet you Quinn's just rolling over right now. It's like, what the hell's going on for you two? Quinn, see what I got to put up with as a host? This is bullshit. That's okay. Maybe I just come and just smack the teeth, just the taste right out of your mouth.
I told you I'll give you one free shot and then I'll knock you on your ass, Bubba.
No, you won't. No, you won't. But it ain't about us. It ain't about me and you duking it out. It's about the teams. Oh, my God. You make me so mad. I'm so sorry. Sorry, Potter. Sorry. Stacy, I'm trying to get some stuff because you know what I mean? You're Dylan, you know something. I'm just trying. And Dash, you irritate me. That's why Dean Radford probably comes on the show and you piss him off too. So, council members, thank you for coming this evening. And I appreciate Dash for making me upset and getting off my game. Unreal. So, ladies and gentlemen, tune in next week to Fight Underground as we try to get more of this controversy out in the open. I want to thank my fellow council members and everybody. Have a great night. And Dash, you can go straight to hell.